Hello, this is Laura Medeiros from ShelterDonate.com. This is unfortunately the worst week of the entire year for the kill shelters in Southern California. What happens is the shelters make room for dogs who are coming in being scared from the 4th of July. The dogs that are already in the shelter this week are unfortunately the victims because most of those dogs will get put to sleep. This is because cities and towns have an ordinance which requires them to have a certain percentage of empty kennels. So we are trying to gather up donation money. Any amount is certainly going to be helpful, and I am going to be working with all of the reliable rescue partners that I've worked with over the last decade in rescuing myself. We have a GoFundMe account. If you go on to ShelterDonate.com, you can see it. And if you scroll down on that page, you'll see it says GoFundMe. Now, also on the top of the page, you can donate to PayPal if you already have an account. If you want to use the send money to friends and family through PayPal, there won't be a transaction fee on our end. Very sadly, what happens is people, as their dogs don't have a microchip or an ID tag which is updated, their pets come into shelters and the owners, when they find them, do not have money to get their animal out. The animals are charged fees every day that the dog or cat is in the shelter. They are charged for a licensing fee if they don't have one already. They also are charged for shots, which are usually a 5-in-1 shot to prevent parvo and distemper. And their dog or cat usually has to be fixed per city ordinance. That means they had to have been spayed or neutered. These shelters will not allow the animals to go back to their owners unless these things have been met. So very sadly, animals also after the 4th of July are put to sleep when their owners cannot afford to get them back out. This is why if you go onto my Laura Medeiros Facebook page, that's LauraMadaras, that will outline what most of the shelter ordinances are. It is encouraging people to have a current ID tag on their animal's collar. Keep it on there. If you have a tag, a blue one that's Avid that was given to you when you adopted the animal, put that on the tag. If you have a yellow one, that's Home Again. These tags should not be sitting in a drawer somewhere. They should be on your animal because that allows the shelters to know immediately there's an owner. I also have instructions on that Laura Medeiros Facebook page how to update your microchip if your information has changed. A lot of people don't think when they move or they change their phone numbers to also call those microchip companies. If you're not sure if your animal has a microchip, please take your animal to a vet, hospital, or clinic, or go to the local shelter and have them scan for a microchip. Make sure that they're scanning the entire body and not just around the neck area where it's implanted because those microchips can move around. Also, make sure that you register that chip properly. A lot of people feel that if they go to a shelter and they get an animal for adoption, the shelter has automatically transferred your information to the microchip company. That is not true. You have to pay a one-time fee, which is usually anywhere from $10 to $15, with your microchip company. That's for the entire life of your animal. So once again, please make sure that you have those. Any amount for this program is certainly helpful. I run this every year, and people are certainly excited to be a part of it. After the rescue person gets the dog out of the shelter, I will also send you a picture of that animal free outside of the shelter, no longer in there to be killed, and I will let you know that your money went directly towards getting that animal out of the shelter. So our PayPal address is dogsneedhomes@aol.com, or please go to shelterdonate.com and you could see both the GoFundMe account and also the PayPal account, which I've already set up. Thank you very much. Please make sure all of your dogs have current ID on their collar, and hopefully they'll be inside your house and not outside. That is unfortunately how most of these animals get brought to the shelter and ultimately put to sleep when people can't afford to get them out. Thank you.